I can't be a Disney princess ever.
Oh, Muffin, it's so hard being you.
I've muted some people. There's a couple people that I have muted.
Good.
Yeah. Well, I met Blake. I worked with her husband Ryan several years ago, so I met Blake a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah. Look at the body language experts analyzing this right now. How quickly do you...
Don't touch me.
You won't believe the tea we've got today. The streets are buzzing, and Hollywood insiders are whispering about a feud that's been brewing behind the scenes. That's right, Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick, two of Hollywood's brightest stars, are allegedly not as friendly as they appear on screen. We all loved their chemistry in A Simple Favor, but turns out the set was anything but simple. Reports are swirling that things got so tense between these two that even the director was caught in the crossfire. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the drama. After this, you'll never look at their on-screen friendship the same way again.
We didn't really get a glimpse into how they interacted with each other until they started their press tour, and let's just say the interviews were very tense.
Because I think we're the only person who can tell ourselves that we're good and that we're to give ourselves confidence, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it feels good when Anna gives me confidence too. I like compliments. I'm not below compliments. My mom always says. She's like, wants me to compliment her, and she's like, I'm not below compliments. I'm like, it's clear that you're not, because she's always soliciting.
Oh, because you were just telling me about like weird expressions that she gets wrong, wouldn't it be I'm not above compliments?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, she gets it all wrong. I never even thought about it. She says that, yes, she's not above compliments. My mom gets everything sort of...
Like expression, she was just telling me like
she'll be like,
funny.
smooth as pie. She'll be smooth as silk or whatever.
Easiest pie.
Yeah, and smooth as silk. But my mom, I think, is a very confident person, and so for me, yeah, I sort of like struggled with that because I've sometimes judged her for being so confident, which I think is like not fair. Right?
Yeah, you're such a bad daughter.
Terrible daughter.
That was such an uncomfortable interview to watch. This person commented, "Why do I feel like Blake and Anna are trying to act like they get along? They sound fake." Another person writes, "Blake Lively, the queen of mean girl energy." Another person writes, "Wow, Anna is definitely the smart one here." And then
There was comedy involved, but what is the genre of this film? Set this up for me a little bit.
Can I tell you that's a question we asked each other and ourselves every day. Every scene, every day was like, what is the tone of this film? It's really dark and twisted and screwed up, but also it's like fun. We're having fun. But it's not like it's not like the characters had jokes. You know, it's not like, oh, I've got that great joke in this scene.
Right.
I mean, we're exactly the same type. So, yeah, I mean, I assume that Blake has lost many roles to my glamour, beauty, and elegance.
When
So,
you hear
sorry about it, Blake.
My singing voice, Anna,
Oh, it was neck and neck, pitch perfect.
If
Oh,
I were-
Into the
if
Woods,
I
last
were
night.
to open my
Oh,
cherub lungs,
boy.
she wouldn't have a career.
Having to come up on the fly, be like, wait, if you say, yes, I did, and then, but it turns out that you're just trying to manipulate me, and then that will make this thing make
The
sense.
button thing you came up with, which I don't know what would happen if you would have thought of that.
All right, let's rewind. When Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick were first cast together, fans expected nothing but BFF energy. But word on the street is that from day one, there was an undercurrent of tension. Sources claim that Blake, known for her effortless charm and commanding presence, wasn't thrilled about sharing the spotlight with Anna, and Anna? Well, let's just say she wasn't about to play second fiddle. Insiders from A Simple Favor spilled that Blake's warm-up to Anna was about as cold as a winter in Alaska. Apparently, their interactions were strictly professional, no laughing on set, no hanging out after scenes, just business. And honey, in Hollywood, that's code for we don't vibe.
It has to be stylish and over the top and ridiculous and all those things, but real and scary, but funny and all. And this just kind of did it. But we worked really hard on this. I mean, we had a script that got greenlit that we really liked. And then during the writer's strike, I remember just kind of people were responding to announcements about the movie getting made, and they were pinning so much hopes and dreams on what they thought it was going to be that I went, I don't think they're going to like what we have right now. I think it's not in the right world. And so we basically threw that script out. Let's say threw about 70% of that script out. But what we came up with, I'm so happy with. We just did a test screening 2 nights ago, and we scored through the roof. I was only 6 weeks into my director's cut. I was screened really early just to see what we have, and now I'm going back and doing my fine.
Now, let's get into the real tea. The heart of this feud, a classic Hollywood rivalry. Both Blake and Anna have strong fan bases, but when a simple favor started gaining traction, the battle for the spotlight turned real. Blake, who was used to headlining films, reportedly wasn't happy when critics and fans started raving about Anna's performance, some even saying she outshined her co-star. Meanwhile, Anna, who's known for her sharp wit and no-nonsense attitude, didn't hold back when throwing shade in interviews. Rumor has it that Blake would demand extra takes to make sure she looked better in their shared scenes, while Anna made sure to emphasize how she carried certain moments. Yikes.
You're not great. Blocked.
Yeah.
Do you block people ever?
No, I've muted some people. Now that it's a function on Twitter and Instagram, there's a couple people that I have muted. Yeah.
You can mute people on Instagram?
Yeah, it's a new feature.
Really?
I know. Get excited.
But you replied to someone recently, I think, which they made headlines about. On
really?
Instagram, yes. Someone was saying something about spelling or something, and you just
Oh my gosh, I always
back.
appreciate when people correct me. Someone said something about the spacing. I still really don't know how social media works, so if someone tells me how to fix spacing on something, hyperlinks. What does work on hyperlinks? I use an iPhone, it does everything for me.
Real quick, I have to talk about Simple Favor 2. What can you tease about this sequel? Because I did ask Blake the same question. I want to see if your answer's back.
I don't know what she said. I don't know what we're allowed to say. But Paul Feig, the director, there's some real darkness inside that mind of his, because the stuff that he comes out with is like nothing I've ever seen. I know that everybody says that the sequel is crazier than the first film, but you're gonna see what I mean.
I think you need to direct the next Pitch Perfect.
Oh, that's
And
so
you want to do a musical?
sweet. Oh, that's true. I did. Oh my gosh, that wasn't what I was thinking. But now what have I done?
The wheels are turning.
Things reached a boiling point during the movie's press tour. If you look closely at their joint interviews, the energy is off. A little birdie spilled that there was a particular scene that sent their behind-the-scenes feud into overdrive. Blake allegedly had an issue with how a key moment was being shot, one that Anna absolutely nailed. Sources say Blake pulled rank and demanded the scene be adjusted, while Anna wasn't having it. And let's talk about that awkward body language. Fans have pointed out the subtle eye rolls, the forced laughter, and the way Anna seemed to accidentally cut Blake off mid-sentence. Hollywood's version of passive aggression at its finest.
Makes more sense when you're watching a show that there's not an obvious choice between good and evil. So she would seem like the obvious choice, but she's also got, flaws as well. But I think I'm just brunette because of the books.
And everyone knows blondes are nicer anyway. Awkward moment by me.
Now, imagine being a part of this drama. Other cast members were reportedly walking on eggshells, trying to avoid getting caught between these two. Some crew members claim that even the director had to intervene multiple times to keep things professional. Apparently, some scenes took way longer to shoot than planned because the two weren't exactly making things easy for each other. And, honey, time is money in Hollywood. Even on the red carpet, their body language screamed frenemies. At one point, fans noticed how Blake subtly shifted away from Anna during a group photo. Coincidence? We think not. So, what does this mean for their Hollywood futures? Well, one thing's for sure, don't expect a reunion film anytime soon. Some insiders claim Blake has been avoiding scripts that might involve Anna, while Anna, in true Kendrick fashion, has subtly shaded Blake in a few interviews. And Hollywood execs, they're paying attention. Casting directors are reportedly hesitant to pair them up again, fearing that their tension could spill over into another project. It's giving too much drama, not enough movie magic.
You're a mess. You're a disgrace.
No, but Liberty, that's my favorite thing. Because I really like culture.
Yes.
Just gorgeous.
Well, maybe not all, but we're kind of like conditioned to aspire to be. She's beautiful, she's sophisticated, she's like kind of very dazzling. She has all this like sparkling dialogue. And Stephanie just like so desperately wants to be that. And there was a point when I was like, this is really sad. Like, how did Blake Lively get her name?
My grandmother's brother was named Blake,
Oh.
but he was murdered. So thanks for asking, Google.
She's so dark.
Phew. We've just unpacked all the behind-the-scenes tension between Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick, and it's clear that these two won't be hosting sleepovers anytime soon. From icy greetings to subtle and not-so-subtle power struggles, this Hollywood feud is one for the books. But the real question is, who's in the right? Was Blake just protecting her star status? Was Anna simply standing her ground? Or is this just another case of Hollywood egos clashing in the spotlight? Let us know what you think in the comments below because, honey, this tea is too good not to share.